Hello. Oh god. I don't know if this is good or bad. Guess we'll find out. I'm going to react to Star Wars The Force Awakens. Now this one ain't that bad now that I remember. It's The Last Jedi is just boring as shit. Like, yeah, I don't even really hate The Last Jedi. I'm not this big Last Jedi hater. But that movie has really boring parts. The only good parts of that are the fucking it's Rey, Kylo Ren, and Luke. Like that's the only three good characters in that whole film is Rey, Kylo Ren, and Luke. That's it. I gotta renew my Disney Plus membership. I forgot. Let me do that real quick. I don't know Microsoft fucking movies and apps, but it has low resolution. SD quality. I'm too good for SD quality. Just kidding. Where's my fucking Disney Plus? Where's that on my phone? Scrolling to find it. Where's it? There it is. I'm about to stand up to the movie industry mafia if I never get back online and tell my story. Nash just sent me that text message. Well, I'm not staying up to that movie mafia. I am bowing down the copyright. Well, and you're just gonna see my name for 2 hours if you watch this. So, your choices are a fist or this. You can watch. You look at this for now. Every time I create a new subscription, I immediately unsub from the subscription. That's like that's what I always do. And then, because like if you keep the subscription, you get it for a whole month. I've never ran into that problem where they cancel it. Subscriptions. Cancel subscription. There you go. Okay, let's get started. Let's get this over with, actually. It's not really the movie, even though the movie it does have boring parts in it. It's my attention span's the problem. Log in. Fuck. Disney Star. Let me find it. Rogue One. I'm not going to react to Rogue One. I can't. But I will say this: the Darth Vader scenes in that movie were the good parts of that movie. Every Darth Vader scene in that movie was great. I remember when I watched it back in the day. Uh, like that movie, I got to see Darth Vader in the theater, so like that's all. That's a good part of that movie. The rest of it, I don't give a shit less about. Nothing against characters and all that. I just don't give a fuck. I'm gonna go get some water. Yeah, I'm gonna go get some water. How long is this anyways? 2 hours. Okay, let me get some water. Okay. Make sure everything's working right. Everything's working right. Okay, good. I'm probably gonna edit this to where, like, you have the whole trilogy. I'm gonna put them all in one collab. I'm even gonna put the short reviews in there that I made. I really wished I was able to fucking do this back when these movies first came out, because I would be like, but it's whatever. I don't know, this is like, whatever. I wish all my Xbox Live party chats. That's what I do now. I wish all my Xbox Live party chats were recorded, so I can put them up. Well, the good ones. I can remember a few good ones. I can tell you. I didn't have fucking recording devices back then. That's the reason why. I remember the fucking credits were just like a big ass fucking like slap in the face to prequels. I couldn't stand that. That's the thing about J.J. Abrams that got on my nerves. Like he always like fucking like take jabs at the prequels. And like just because you don't like the prequels doesn't mean other people don't like it. Stupid. And that's why Rise of Skywalker didn't have Anakin Skywalker like in person. That pisses me off. Like we should have Anakin. We should have had Anakin Skywalker as a Force Ghost in that movie, but we didn't get it. It's fucking bullshit. I can tell you why. J.J. Abrams hates the fucking prequel. That's why. I actually like this Stormtrooper armor. This they have for the sequel trilogy. I actually like it. They actually, I'll get to it when we get to that scene, but there was actually some new details came out about that, about the Starkiller base scene where they shoot at the, where they shoot at the New Republic shit. That guy's dead now. See, look, another jab for the prequels. Why? Why you just taking fucking jabs at the prequels? Stupid. It's probably because a lot back then there was a lot of prickly going around. It wasn't these two reasons. The people didn't really like the sequel trilogy, and they said the prequels were better. And they woke up to how they were better, and how good of a movie maker George Lucas actually was. And two, a lot of those kids that watched those movies grew up and became adults, like me. So they grew up watching those movies. They just and that's what's gonna happen with the sequel trilogy too. Just wait, give it give it 15 years, you'll see it. That guy's. Forced diversity. The problem with the Finn, I like Paul Dameron, but the problem with the Finn character was not because of forced diversity. I don't. That ain't the problem. That don't make a character bad. The problem with the Finn character is that he's a fucking wuss. He's fucking wuss. I remember I watched this in the movie theater. This is probably the most hyped I've been for a movie. No, I think The Last Jedi was the most hyped I've been for a movie because the what do you call it? When they leave a movie on, when they leave questions and answers till the next movie, what do they call that? I forgot. I forgot what they called that. What they used to. I forgot. I gotta look at it. If I remember, I'll let you know. A lot of people had a problem with this. How this is like a New Hope, which I get what they're saying, but Star Wars was always like that. Like, watch the prequels. Like George Lucas said best, like the ROMs, trilogies ROM. Watch all trilogies and put them all together. They're similar in almost almost a lot of aspects. Like the mentor dies in the first movie. All three trilogies did that. Um, Anakin and Luke and I guess Rey now have similar character reps. Well, no, that's. I think I'm wrong there. I don't. Yeah, there's a lot. I just gotta remember them. I just. I remember when this movie came out, though, people liked it. I remember people liking this one. Which I do think this is a good movie. I do think this is a good overall movie. The evil right man. White man bad. I'm just joking, but, you know. That's what the message I get from this film. That's really what the message I hear. That's what I hear. I don't know. I don't know. Luke Skywalker. They have the old characters and they're good characters, so who knows? Force freeze. I like that. That's always I like how they did that. Force freeze. I don't think they ever used that in Star Wars before. But that's always been Star Wars lore. Like in the games and shit, that's always been an ability. I like the this is a perfect outfit too, by the way, for Kylo Ren. I like the outfit, the mask, and all that. Captain Phasma, thanks for the reminder. This first order, I believe, is more trained than the Imperial Stormtroopers, and they're also more fucked up. And they're also more fucked up. Like these are basically like terrorists. I like how he sits as the conflict, yet he don't fucking do nothing. I guess he just didn't give a fuck. A lot of people says that he sits the force sensitivity, which now Finn is force sensitive. We all know that now. So it could be a little bit of both, I believe. Which that's the only hope the Finn character had to being a good, decent character is being force sensitive. So it's a good decision they had made that they did that. I thought the Empire was racist. I'm just joking. Actually, they just never had to show really too much of the stormtroopers. There's Ray. They didn't really show too much of the stormtroopers' faces back in the original trilogy, so who knows? Doesn't fucking matter. Who cares? That's like the first time I realized, by the way, that all the stormtroopers were not clones. I thought until like the first Force Awakens trailer that all the stormtroopers were clones from the prequels, but they're actually not. They're actually like human templates. They originally were clones, but now they're not. You can play the Battlefront 2 2005 game, not canon, but you can, and it'll explain it. Mm-hmm. Everybody likes this scene with Ray right here. I like it too, so. I remember Battlefront 1, the Battle of Jakku DLC. I remember that. Battlefront Run 1, 2015. It actually brings back memories. Star Destroyer. People seem to forget the brutal life she lived as a child. That's why she's so, you know, more skilled than the rest of them. She's had a harder childhood. Luke grew up drinking blue milk with his aunt and uncle. Like, he basically had a normal childhood. You know, he just didn't know his parents. Reminds me of Ro. A lot of people say it's like GameStop. Which ain't far off. The music in the sequel trilogy is actually good. Like, John Williams did every single bit of this. That's fucking insanity. Writing down the days that your parents lived, could you imagine? It's like prison. I guess they're showing you how she eats and shit, I guess. Why the fuck do you find water on this desert planet? The fuck do you find water at this? I guess it's like the binary sun's fucking replica, but it ain't really. It ain't. It's not. Fun fact: I don't like watching people eat. It disturbs me, especially when I have headphones in. This part right here, Star Wars Fury said she says I'm a Palpatine. It sounded like it, but I don't know what came out of that. I have no idea. I do think that was one of the possibilities, though. But I believe in this movie, they were aiming towards making her a Kenobi. Because Daisy Ridley said on the god awful Jimmy Kimmel show uh, that the original plan was to make her Kenobi. And when you watch this movie, you could see it. Like, you could watch this. And that could have been a misquoted quote, but she said it kept changing. Like, what kept changing to what? It kept changing to Palpatine. I think it kept changing to Palpatine and Kenobi and a nobody. Those three possibilities. I don't believe she was ever going to be a biological Skywalker, even though that's the decision I wanted. And they made her an adopted Skywalker, which is fine. With me, everybody else has a problem with that, but I like it. Uh, oh god. Now we're at the Poe Dameron fucking torture scene. I don't know if I'm gonna skip any part of this. I skipped a shit ton of Last Jedi. I ended up watching some of the rest of them with fucking Nashes when he watched the shit, so who knows. I'll put that in with the full edit that I make. Which God knows how long it's gonna take. I remember General Hooks actually being worth a damn in this movie. for my parents. Or my family, whatever. The longest fucking... What do they call it? The longest question that it took 4 years to answer. I believe she's like in servitude because she was sold. If you listen to the next movie or the next two, she was actually sold. So slavery / servitude, I think she was in somewhat. I don't get, for the life of me, don't know what portions are. I like how she refuses to sell the droid, but a lot of people hate that, but I like it. I mean, if she would have sold the droid, then the whole fucking movie would have been over. But you want? She could have fought. She could have fought back and stole it back. Sure, she could. God. Her parents sold her, and she didn't want to repeat that. That's why she. I do like the Finn and Poe Dameron friendship. I do like the dynamic between the two. And I like Finn being a former stormtrooper. I do like that origin. I feel like we should get like a spin-off movie where we get to see Rey and Finn. You know, Finn being trained to be a Jedi. Like we just get like a post. See what happens after Rise of Skywalker. This movie's like one of the biggest movies ever. By the way, like look at the highest grossing films. This is like in the top 3 highest grossing films of all time. Like before, what was that movie called? You Marvel people out there, what was that movie called? Endgame. Avengers Endgame. This was the second highest grossing film of all time. I think. No, the third. I think it's the fourth now. Something like that. They have that Lego Star Wars game coming out. I'm probably gonna get it on PC. So I'm probably gonna get wait a while and get 100% save file, and then like just pick the missions I want to play. I probably want to cheat. I like how Poe Dameron named him. I like that. It's a cool name. I actually kind of like how they did that. I like how the douchebag knows that. He just fucking... What an idiot. Did you ever think of questioning the stormtrooper and figuring out his intentions? Any of that? Like, he's more... Darth Vader would have never allowed that. My God. Darth Vader would never fucking allowed that. Good God. To get the slip through the cracks. Captain Phasma's actually good in this movie. Boba Fett didn't really have any scenes either. The problem with Captain Phasma is her fucking death. They should have kept the original deleted scene. That's what they should have did. They should have kept that original deleted scene. Go watch it. Last Jedi. They should have kept that scene. Oh, God. What it was. I'm probably gonna skip, like, hit the 30-second button every once in a while. Let me get through this as fast as I can. I like how he didn't die. I think originally they were going to kill him off, which I originally would have liked that idea, but now that the movies went on, I'm actually glad they didn't do that. I'm glad they didn't do that. That made no sense. Okay, let's skip forward here. Let's walk around the desert. Cavalrymen mentioned usually pull an army. He ain't far off. The First Order stormtroopers were more superior than the Imperial stormtroopers, but the clone troopers were superior to the First Order stormtroopers, in my opinion. The First Order stormtroopers were trained from birth, and the clone troopers just have superior fucking genes because they're clones. So, and the Imperial stormtroopers are just kind of goose because they just recruit as many people as possible in the Empire. We're at the part where Rey starts fighting. Apparently, this pissed some people off, even though I highly doubt that's the first time Rey's ever had to fight to keep herself alive. And again, she's also force sensitive too. Keep in mind that. And I like how they gave her a staff too. Oh, God. Sweaty Ray. Looks sexy. Not to get creepy here, but I like watching girls sweat. That's good. I gotta avoid two things when I do these. Avoid getting sexual and political. I gotta avoid those two things as much as I can. That's what I'm saying. Like, if I would have reviewed this movie back when it came out, I would have not been political. You know why? Because I wasn't political back then. But the closest I was to being political back then was being religious. That was the closest to being political I was back then. What I'm trying to say is Trump ran my life. No, I'm just kidding. I'm trying to. No, I'm just kidding about what. I like how he lied. Dumbass. Luke Skywalker being a myth. Well, when you're from a desert planet, I guess that makes sense. Uh, him pretending to be a resistance fighter makes sense. But I love how Han Solo sees through that horse shit. I love how Han Solo just sees through that horse shit. Yeah, it's funny. Stop taking my hand. Stop taking my hand. One of the problems, and this is why the Mary Sue thing like kind of started. Like they made Finn such a goddamn wuss. Like Finn was just it's a strange stormtrooper. He's just being a goddamn wuss. Like I understand Ray being. All right, now here I'm gonna probably contribute to your Mary Sue argument here. Her knowing how to fly the Millennium Falcon, it was kind of retarded, but she's also force sensitive. Keep remember that. Remember that. Finn. But Luke also flew flew fucking X-wings and shit. He did. What the fuck he know about flying fucking pallets, flowing fucking air? Well, y'all say that he used vehicles before, but he never flown a goddamn TIE fighter. I mean X-wing. So same thing. And don't forget, he literally shot a 1 in a million chance missile into the Death Star. Again, force sensitivity. It you know increases your skills in almost literally everything. They have force privilege. Is what I'm trying to say. They they live life on easy mode. Um, I remember I watched this fucking in 3D. And like I missed the fucking Millennium Falcon entrance because I got dropped my 3D glasses in the theater. I remember this back in the day. I had to pick them up. I don't like watching movies in 3D. I like watching the fucking movie. They shouldn't make Finn such a wuss, but then again, like he's actually using the Millennium Falcon. I don't know. He's using the Millennium Falcon. I don't know. He's using the Millennium Falcon to shoot down TIE fighters. I mean, he's doing. I don't know. It's his personality is the problem. Like his fucking. Like he should be like Han Solo. Like have that kind of attitude of everything. That's the problem. He's more like Luke, which is the. I don't know. Have Ray act like fucking Luke. Alright, there we go. They fucking, yeah. Force sensitivity makes you. That's the reason why. Dude. I like how you threw a fit. F it too. I like how he threw a fit. He just destroyed everything. Don't kill the messenger, that's the main rule. Okay, this part right here is weird to me. Cause, wait a minute. God damn it. Like, he flips out when he hears the girl, like, and I always thought that's because he knew who Ray was. But now looking back on it, he probably didn't know who Ray was. That makes no goddamn sense. I kind of like the fake in my head canon that he kind of did know who Ray was. I don't know. He probably knew about a force sensitive, fucking powerful video being out there. I guess who knows. That's why I thought she was Luke's daughter, like, or Han Solo and Leia's fucking daughter, because like, it's like he knows. Like, he listens to the dialogue, it's like he knows. It's weird. In the original Episode 9 script from Colin Trevorrow, they did know each other. That he did know who Ray was in the original Episode 9 pre J.J. Abrams script. He did know who she was in that script. They should have kept it like that, but they should have kept their parents nobodies, but they should have kept Kylo Ren knowing who she is. I don't know. Going to hide in the fucking ground, I guess. Oh, shit. This is back when Han Solo fucking came out. Old ass Harrison Ford. That fake can understand you too, so watch it. I remember Daisy really and John Vega saying they were starstruck by Harrison Ford. which makes sense. I like how Ray knows who Han Luke is too. I like that. I love that. And I like how they have two. They have two different like stories of Han Solo, which is both true, but they always like they know each. Like they know two halves of it. I like that too. Her knowing parts. I don't know. She did work on parts. They showed that in the movie. I mean, Luke knew parts. Anakin knew parts too. One thing I was going to say was the free protagonists for all desert planets. I like how Hostel kind of got emotional when he mentioned Luke Skywalker. The movies rhymes what we're trying to say. They always have. But this one rhymed a little too much, if you ask me. And also, like, Phantom Menace had a shit ton of similarities to A New Hope. It had a shit ton. Rewatch it, and it had a shit ton of similarities to it. Like, they destroyed the droid ship. They destroyed the Death Star, and then they destroyed the Star Killer base. Oh shit. Han Solo, you are a dead man. You owe some debts, you son of a bitch. We want our money back now. Country club. I don't know what accent that is, but it's fucking hilarious. There's Country Club, I guess. They play this movie on TV all the time now. Fugitives. How the fuck she know that? I guess she's been working on parts for ships. I don't fucking know. It is a good question about this stuff, though. What in the fuck is that? What in the God if I know. God, Han Solo just flew him into the fucking flew him into the flesh-eater monster. The fuck. Stream's working well. I'm also recording, so I, we're almost somewhere it's done. We only got an hour and 30 minutes left. That's good. I don't care. She fucking jabs it all. Whatever. I guess. I don't get what. She knows a little too much, you ask me, but I believe she was working on ships and shit. Oh, I got shot. Who cares? Just die anyways. Co-pilot. That pissed y'all off that Ray kind of like helped him with the Millennium Falcon, but you gotta remember he hasn't flown the fucking thing in 20 goddamn years. You gotta remember like a lot of this stuff. He hasn't flown that motherfucker in 20 fucking years. God knows how long. 30 years actually. I think it was like 30 years since he last flown that fucker. I don't know. There's Snoke, the most unused character in movie history, almost. I like how they make him gigantic, but in reality, he's just average height. This is the part where they say they let everybody know it's Kylo Ren's. The relationship between Han Solo and Kylo Ren, they let you know, but someone in school back in the day when I was in high school spoiled that for me, so you know, there you go. Thanks a lot. But I didn't really remember it either, so it's fine. One thing that wasn't spoiled for me, that was spoiled for everybody, was Han Solo's death, and I was able to keep that secret, and I was able to bypass the compressor. Uh, I mean, I guess it makes sense. Han Solo never really worked on ships really before. Ray has. I think that's the reason why. He just flies the motherfucker. Oh, God. I'm just a scavenger. He's just playing what happened to Luke right now. I like how they have Han Solo like change his beliefs. Like originally he was like the atheist version of Star Wars, where he doesn't believe in the religions and all that in Star Wars. But now he's a believer because he's seen shit that makes him believe it. I like that. Like he believes in the Force and all that now. Like in New Hope, he was basically like the atheist version of Star Wars. He was basically an atheist. Now he's a believer in the Force and all that. And of course, I like how Ray likes green. Can you imagine if you lived on a desert planet not knowing that grass existed and you see it? That makes sense. So it makes sense. Did Normally he sees a big deal in the resistance. He's super for the shit because he knows pretty much everybody's resistance. He ain't fucking retarded. Women always figure out the truth. He ain't retarded. He knows exactly. He ain't stupid. I like how Rick keeps that gun. They use the name Finn in the Legends too. They use the name Finn and Ray seem similar to Ken, which I think, like I said in Rise Skywalker review, often or a job. I guess it's the part where she like gets her role in the Millennium Falcon, and that's why like she keeps whatever. But what was I saying? Ken Palpatine and Gianna Solo. She's a mixture of those two characters. And Kylo Ren's obviously Ben Skywalker and Jason Solo. And she's an adopted Skywalker the way Leia was an adopted Organa. It rhymes with the original trilogy, and that's why all this. Yeah, it all rhymes, like Lucas said. That Battlefront 2, EA did a really good job of putting that planet to life. It looks exactly like it. Feels like I've been there before. Fuck. They should they should have left the deleted scene where Chewbacca like ripped Clut's arm off. That should have been hilarious. And they gave Ray, I don't know. Skip through this shit. I don't care. Now Kylo Ren's talking to Darth Vader. Helmet. Hate to break it to him, but Darth Vader redeemed himself in the end. Stupid. That's why Anakin should have been a Force Ghost of Rise of Skywalker. It would have been perfect. Fucking stupid. I don't like the prequels. I don't like fucking. I don't like you. Mm-hmm. Han Solo told him not to stare. Finn wants to run away with Bray, I guess. Ray's not interested, like I said before. So, yeah. I like how Ray feels offended. She has like massive like. People explained that before. I mean, originally like Han, like she asked who the girl was, and like Han, like it's like Han knew, but Han didn't know. So you know, this whole thing is just fucking, you know, whatever. Who knows? Who the fuck knows? She got massive daddy issues. Or boy issues. Girls with daddy issues have massive like problems with boys leaving. If you ever noticed. If you ever noticed. Oh, good God. Now she's going into the basement. Never walk into a basement, by the way. A basement, you have no idea who's in there or what. That's not a good idea. It's not a good idea. Hear young Ray screaming. I like how they put young Ray in here when she was a child. I don't like that. And I find it weird. It's like Force Unleashed. Like she has the same outfit she had as a child. It's like weird. she has like the same outfit. Like Gayla and Merrick had the same outfit too. Like when when they were children. It's weird. I don't care. Faster, 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 faster. Open the box. Hurry up. I do like how they had. I remember those like fairies. I'm gonna assume there's no fire. Uh, there's people that live here. If there's a fire, I don't know. I like how Luke's saber. Uh, uh, maybe there's like fairies about Luke's saber, like maybe it start with Luke with his hand, or whatever the fuck, like Luke's hand. Start off with the saber. I don't even know if that's even a real fairy. Like Luke's hand floating around in space, that would be fucking weird. So thank God they didn't do that. There's only one Kenobi. Oh God. I remember, like, Ray's parents were not in this movie. Like, I remember Paulo Doggo saying that, and it was true. And they try to like change that. Like, trying to, well, people lie all the time. Like Andrew Garfield lied about being in Spider-Man, No Way Home, but yeah. But that was true. And J.J. Abrams also said it too. By the way, Paulo Doggo's an asshole. By the way. Not to get off topic, but like Star Wars Fury was like crying to like the Luke Skywalker scene in the Mandalorian, and he said emotions are not for sharing. I'm like, are you fucking? If someone's emotionally reacting to your movie and you're a movie maker, you should be happy about that. Why are you mad? It's just the dumb. It was like the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Like when someone's emotionally react, especially crying, uh, to your movie, you should be happy about that. You realize how many like indie like movie makers would kill to have someone care about their movie to that extent. They would want their people to give a fuck about their movie. You realize how many movies made a year that people don't fucking care about? Stupid. The Nazis. All right. This a few weeks ago, like I don't know who it was. They were originally going to like blow up Coruscant, which I'm kind of glad they did it. To feel like I just a jab at the prequels, but people don't care. But actually, I'm glad they didn't do that. Cause, like I've been like it would have been like Adam Akbar dying. That'd be the same thing as that. This anticlimactic as shit. I don't know. When they blew up Alderaan, it felt like a big deal. And I like how they just destroyed the whole Republic in one fell swoop. That's just weird. I like how they separated the Republic from the Resistance, too. I like that. I feel like the Republic should play a bigger role, though, but it's whatever. Destroy multiple planets at once. How would the Republic let this happen? Why would they not know? That's just stupid. Like, they would not take any action at all or resistance. Like how this goes on secret. How? Can you imagine living in this galaxy when your whole planet could be blown up at any moment? Fucking good God. Is that all Finn cares about is Ray? God. She don't want to fuck you. Hate to break it to you. She wants someone more masculine. That's what I'm trying to say. More masculinity. With her shooting, I remember the 3D glasses were cool when they did that. But with the shooting, with Ray, I like how Han remembers that saber. The question I never got answered, but I didn't care to have answered. So I didn't fucking care. But Ray could shoot better because she's force sensitive. I'm gonna keep reminding you of that. Just so it gets close to your skull. Whatever. Whatever. Make sure it clicks to your skull. That. I'm not saying they weren't trying to like send like a message, like a SJW feminist message in this movie, because he obviously was. But a lot of this is actually like been happening from the get go with Star Wars since like the first movie. It feels like Kylo Ren knows. Well, he kind of does. Like he keeps he can't. He said he kept the girl he keeps hearing about. And in the comic, not the comic, but whatever it was, the books, when Ray like caught the saber, Kylo Ren said it is you. So he did know something. I don't know what he knew, but he knew like Snoke said. Snoke said, uh, b- "Balance. Darkness rises and light to meet it." That's probably what he meant. Like he knew, like eventually somebody would rise to match his darkness, and he figured it was Rey at that point. I like how they had Finn uses a saber in the trailers, like pretend like he was the new Jedi, but it was actually Rey. I remember that. They had it being Rey. I like this. I like this duel scene too. By the way, this is cool. Oh shit. Fuck. I like the names they had. The Resistance, like that rhymes with the Rebellion. I like how they did that. I like to name the First Order too. I always wanted to call it the New Empire, but I'm gonna fast forward to some of this. Ray's being stalked by a creep in a mask. In a mask. Kyra Ren wants Ray to put her mask on. I'm not gonna go there. We're gonna stick in 2015 talk. I gotta stop. Sorry. 2015 talk. That don't exist yet. Force freeze. I like the force freeze. Like I said earlier. I don't know. It's whatever. I feel like he knew her before this, but whatever. If you were to you know, not know this is a movie, and you see like this, like a guy just like carrying a grown ass woman in his hands, and put him in his car, what would you think? What would go through your mind? I'd be curious. Just curious question. Like the way he's carrying her around, and he just put her in his car and took off. What would you think? Oh God, I'm skipping this. Ray, grow up. Fucking addict. Han Solo and Leia. And C-3PO. Why did they give him a red arm? I don't know why they gave him a red arm. That's just weird. I don't know why they did that. And then they end up giving him the gold arm at the end. It's like, I don't know why they did that. I don't know why they did that. It's just weird. I have to resist his space. Oh, Dameron's alive. Leia knows who Rey is the moment she saw her. The moment she saw Rey, she knew who she was. So did Luke too. Fast forward. They're arguing. I like how R2 and BB-8 interact. I always love that. R2's turned off. I think that's too much of Vader in him. That's just the truth. Rey's being tortured. The reason Rey was able to fight off his force, whatever, is because she's also force sensitive. Poe Dameron ain't force sensitive. Rey is. That's why she was able to fight it off. And it was a battle. It was a struggle. If they actually had a tug of war with it, Kylo probably would have won. But he was shocked at the fact that she was fighting back. That's why he stopped doing it. Because he's in shock, I guess. I don't know. He looks like fucking Adam Lanza. I always got that vibe from Kylo Ren. He looks like Adam Lanza. He does. He looks like a fucking psychopath. That's what he looks like. I like how they're basically having like a total war, basically. It's the politically correct version of torture, by the way. Not really, but it's what I felt. I always feel about this. Vader used to straight up torture people with fucking torture devices. I think he tortured his daughter twice, Vader. I think he did. I guess she knows of Darth Vader. Maybe. She knows who Luke Skywalker is, so. Fuck this. It would bring her to me. Look, it's 007. Daniel Craig. Bring the girl to me. Right here is where I think they were hinting at the Obi-Wan connection. But if you look in the Ken Palpatine, like I said earlier in Legends, Ken Palpatine used the Force Mind Trick all the time. It was like his special ability. I think that's why here. But they were what they were trying to allude to, I guess. And I don't know how she knows that. God, God, if you don't ask me, I have no fucking clue that she knows that. Who knows? Maybe it was. Maybe it's like a rumor they always had, like with the Force that they can do that. That's probably why. The rumor probably got around. Probably, I guess. I don't fucking know. He's throwing a temper tantrum. Oh God. That's just how many minutes left? 47. They're having a big circle jerk about the Death Star. Oh look, it's that much bigger. Sure. Fuck. There. Look how much bigger it is. Okay. If I told you I wouldn't like it, you wouldn't like it. This is the last Han Solo Princess Leia scene we're ever going to see. So, soak it in. If my child was a murdering psychopath like Kylo Ren, I would disown him. I swear to God, I would. I wouldn't want to bring him home. I would want him to die. Makes sense as Han Solo. They should have kept the. A lot of these deleted scenes they should have fucking kept. Like when he goes in the Millennium Falcon, they should have kept that. Sanitation. That's stupid. That's so stupid. What is sanitation? That's probably an actual word. Let me go look it up. I don't even know what that is. Sanitation.
Here's a summary from Collins Dictionary. Sanitation is the process of keeping places clean and healthy, especially by providing a sewage system and a clean water supply. The hazards of contaminated water and poor sanitation.
That's stupid. They should have had him based on something else. Like they should have had him be like based in like ships or something. That just makes him a fucking wuss. And it's just for a joke. It's a funny joke. You don't know how the Force works, but and actually some nerds actually try to use that. Fucking what nerd try to use that? I'm like, bro, no. The Force works the way Disney wants it to work. I hate to break it to you. Like the Force. There's no rules to Force anymore, is what I'm trying to say. But him being on sanitation was fucking stupid. They should have him based on like TIE fighters or something. That's why he knows how to fly TIE. He's also Force sensitive, like I said, but he's also experienced. I'm just here to get Ray. Sounds like a wuss. I can't use the word because Twitch is retarded. But you know what word I'm trying to use. It starts with an S. That's what he is. It's live on Twitch right now. I can't say because Twitch is retarded. So it's so stupid. – 2015 is when that shit really started too. I could just watch it slowly get worse over time. Fucking goof. God, that's just so stupid. I'm in charge now, Phasma. I'm in charge. Fucking God. See what I'm saying? He's a wuss. I sound like Beavis and Butthead, but that's exactly what he is. The goddamn wuss. That's why I like the character of Ray better, because she's fucking not a wuss. And I also have a crush on her, that's probably why. Let's skip forward here. That ain't that fucking shit. Well, I guess she's aiming at his neck, or neck, I guess. Can you get over fucking? So stupid. Ray this, Ray that. Retarded. Trash compactor. I like that joke. Like when he says the name Ray, it disturbs me. He sounds like a fucking wuss. No, he only touched her. He didn't hurt her. He only touched her for the force. I feel like it was a wasted opportunity in those little like cartoons they did with like Ray and all them, like the forces of destiny. Even though it was like obviously a feminist message, they should have had her like back in like in those like little shorts, uh, learning the Wookiee language. Cause I like her knowing Wookiee, but they should have been explain that. They should have Finn no fucking droid. They should have fucking like Finn should know the droid language, because it'll make sense. Right now the droid language makes sense too, but the girl knows her stuff. That pissed somebody off. They're setting the bombs. Kylo Ren's walking around, and they're in fucking snow. Here's the big main scene between Han and Kylo Ren. Which I'll get into it when it happens. We'll just... Harrison Ford always wanted Han to die. Like, he always wanted that. So, y'all mad about... Y'all get played about that nowadays, but, like, that's what he wanted. So that's exactly what Harrison Ford wanted. Like, he always wanted Han Solo to kick the bucket. Mm-hmm. Fuck. I like this scene. This is... Han Solo's death actually shocked me. Like, I didn't see it coming. Cause it wasn't spoiled for me. I was lucky not to. Cause back then I didn't really use social media and shit. That's probably why. Nowadays I use social media and shit. Back then I didn't like I didn't use social media back then. I didn't even have a Twitter back then. I had a Facebook. I didn't have a Twitter. Like I remember I used to scroll through Twitter sometimes for for a non account for like a not even using that account on the Xbox. I used to do all my browsing on the Xbox. I remember that. I still do sometimes. I use Trovo on the Xbox. I don't know what. Now, if I would watch this now, it'd be obviously died. If you can see it coming, because like, look at it. Maybe is he gonna turn good all of a sudden? Remember I walked out of the theater, I'm like, I want that motherfucker to die. For killing Han Solo. Just go along with it. I like the actors in this scene too, by the way. From Daisy Ridley, John Boyega, and everybody else. And Chewbacca. However that works, I don't even know how that works. Well, I kind of do, but... I like how Leia's sensitive for the Force. I love that. That shot right there was the reason, he got he lost to Rey in the duel. He also underestimated Rey too, probably. And it's the reason why he just didn't disarm Finn immediately and just fuck him up. That's why Finn was able to get some strikes on him, some significant strikes on him before ultimately wounded him. Snow. I like how in Mustafar, on episode 3, we had fire, and this we have snow, and that episode 9 we have water. I like that. Thank God this is almost over. If he says right one more goddamn time, I'm turning this off. Now say it 5 more times. God. Traitor. I like how the lightsabers look. It's cool looking. J.J. Abrams has a fetish with light and color. J.J. Abrams has a fetish and camera angles. Which is cool to see, though, so... Kylo Ren's fighting wounded. That's why like Finn's able to fucking fight back. And the reason Rey won is because she's genetically more powerful than Finn in the Force. And that's why I'm glad she's a Palpatine at the end, or a Skywalker. Like, that's what the two choices I feel like they had to make. And I'm glad it's Palpatine because it explains why she was so powerful. So, and I always liked this scene where she grabs the saber. It looks cool, and then the Force song plays. I remember when I seen this originally, like I thought the black guy was going to be the Jedi, but it was actually her. I'm actually glad they did that. Like they swayed everybody into not knowing who the main character would be. I like that. The main protagonist. And she's using the stabbing motions that Palpatine used to use, so it's also... And they always said that that's a hint at Palpatine's connection, so... Skimming through this bullshit. Back to them fighting. I remember that Asian chick up there was originally supposed to be Rey, but I'm glad Daisy Ridley was Rey because I like Daisy Ridley. So... Mm-hmm. I like how she's not free. Well, I like how none of them are like freezing. Can you imagine living on a desert planet your whole life that you're in like a snow area, like fucking with no hoodie, with no like jacket on? You'd be freezing your ass off. People, I've originally hated this scene, but now as it went on, that like he was obviously wounded, and then in episode 9, Kylo Ren beat her. So, yeah. I'm glad they like fixed that episode 9 because this is where the Mary Sue argument started. And back then, like after episode 8, it was kind of so I was leaning towards the Mary Sue argument. Now I'm leaning towards they fixed it a little bit. So I explained it. And that's also the most sloppy saber work I've ever seen, which is intended to be that way. So. I like how Kylo Ren never finished his training. Stupid. Why would Kylo Ren need some training? Like, ain't he like already trained? I don't know. It's Chewbacca. They destroyed Starkiller Base. Okay. y'all hated how y'all hated how like Leia walked past Chewbacca, but I don't because like she was more worried about the Palpatine that she's seen. Like she like knew who Rey was. She was the first person to know who Rey's identity was, and she was more worried about that at the moment. That's the reason why. Duh. And the force sensitivity. And the fact that she beat up her son. I like how Leia hugged Rey instead of Chewbacca in this particular moment. It makes more sense. They should have had Chewbacca not even shown. Like, that was the problem. There's still Chewbacca walking by. They should have did that. But I'm glad it was Rey instead of Chewbacca. And I'm pretty sure they mourned together after this anyway, so who gives a fuck? And I like how R2 wakes up. People originally thought that's the reason why Wade was Luke's daughter, because R2 woke up when she showed up. I was like, whatever, I don't know. Thank God this is almost over. The map. And I do like how they had Luke be like at the very end. And that's all Finn gets, a kiss on the forehead. I thought she's gonna kill him. She looks sexy in that outfit, by the way. I remember Daisy Ridley said she was like vomiting in the last scene, like she was like literally sick. And I always like the relationship between Rey and Leia, so. Uh, what else was I going to say? I don't remember. I like the relationship between Rey and Kylo Ren too. I mean, not Rey, the Rey and Chewbacca. Thank God this shit's almost over. Fuck. I like how Luke was in the last minutes of the movie because it put more focus on these characters rather than the old characters, and it kept people hyped for the next movie, even though they botched the whole thing. But I like how they started where the last movie left off. That was that way. Like the way they ended this movie with all these unanswered questions got me so hyped for the next movie. Like episode 8 was the most hyped I've been for a movie in my whole life. Because of all the unanswered questions. Even though they botched the whole thing, but you know. It's okay. We have a red cause, even though that the retcon fucking, you know, whatever. I done reviewed that, whatever. Mark Hamill probably got paid millions of dollars for this one scene. God. Does she know Ray's identity to that point? I have no fucking clue. If I had to take a guess, I would say yeah. Yeah, he did. I explained that in the next one. He did know who Ray was. Same with Leia. The handoff of the saber. And thank God it's over. There's the credits. If you got anything, if you got a problem with this movie, that's who you blame right there. All right, I'm done. Hope y'all enjoyed it. There you go.